This week, we are going to cover angel numbers. We're going to add in the 9 angel numbers, the 9 numbers in numerology, and the 9 dimensions. Last time we did fate versus free will. So we determined that fate is your free will, that it is a balance between trusting your higher self and your physical self, the now. We are the creators, and numerology, the numbers, angel numbers, the 9 dimensions, it is a cosmic tool that we can use. Numbers is a tool. How? The language of the universe is mathematics. So we can communicate with anybody on this planet. We have all these different languages and cultures, but we can all understand math. We can communicate with anybody or anything in the universe through math. Math is the language that we can all understand. And numbers are symbolized everywhere. We use them everywhere. Video from Billy Carson. Perfect intro to explain what we're going to get into. Let's go.
Angel numbers. The numbers come from one source and they stream down through the multidimensional universe down into this third dimension. We're living in a numerical light matrix. A lot of synchronicities where you see these digits of numbers, these things are just showcasing that we are living in a programmed matrix. When you see them, there should be an attention being paid to where you are, what you're doing at that moment, and what's going on around you, because opportunities usually arise somewhere around these synchronicities. My master number is 44, which is a super powerful number. 2 or 3 times a day, I'm seeing 444 somewhere. When I see the number, I pause, then I evaluate my current situation. And a lot of the time, either remember something that I forgot to do, I see an opportunity to help somebody, or I recognize a situation that if I make a decision either this way or that way, it can be good or it can be bad. 13 for me was very powerful. It's one of the most powerful numbers in the Vedas. It's a very spiritual number, and it's a sacred number. It's associated with the divine. It's said to bring good luck and prosperity to those who embrace it. So this could be why the mainstream says, hey, this is bad. Because if you embrace it, you're going to see good things and have good tidings and have good experiences. They like fear. Fear allows them to control and dominate you. No, 13 is killing, murder. We're going to make whole movies about the number 13. And on the Friday the 13th, you're going to get stabbed in the head while you're sleeping and all this kind of crazy stuff. So it's all a play on the 13, which has really started out to be known as a divine sacred number. The language of God is math. That is the language of God, mathematics. With mathematics, we can speak to any race in the entire universe, because once you reach a certain level of sentient understanding, you're going to learn mathematics. And because of mathematics, we can communicate with anybody, including the creator itself.
So he covered a lot there. First of all, why is this beneficial? Why is this important? Because of that beginning phrase of what he said. These angel numbers, they are the universe's way to communicate with you. And when you recognize these numbers, when you understand these numbers, when you get the meanings of it, when you are aware of it, you can use it to your advantage. You can have more conscious awareness in your day-to-day life and understand the meaning and the purpose of why you're here. We talk about the distractions, we talk about the matrix. That has all been used to make you think that this stuff is just a coincidence, that these things are just, there's no meaning. Life has a meaning. You're here for a reason. And we can crack the codes. When I started thinking about the angel numbers, I was like, man, I should do an episode on angel numbers. I got some more pieces to this, theory of everything, to the universal truth. And from what he said in that video, the angel numbers, they're the 111s, the 222s. You'll see them randomly. You'll see them all the time. And a lot of the times you'll be like, oh, cool. Or, oh, you won't even notice that you see them. But when you start understanding the meaning of them and you see them and you start becoming aware of what are your thoughts, what's going on around you, why is this number being shown to you at this time? You'll be able to start decoding it and using it to your advantage. And I can absolutely say through personal experience, the more aware I've been of the numbers, the cooler I see my life unfolding. The angel numbers, I'm going to pull them up. These are the very simple, just get to the point, explain it in one word, way to define these numbers. So we have 111, that's trust. 222, aligned. 333, love. 444, protect. 555, change. 666, focus. 777, luck. 888, manifest. 999, release. So we have these angel numbers. We have the meanings to them. And when I was looking at them, I've always known them, I've always used them. I was looking at them and I was like, how do these numbers relate to numerology? We've done an episode in the past about numerology, me going through the numbers. And I want to do a connection on both of them. Because when I started connecting them, it started making more and more sense. So we're going to do a little diagram comparing the two. So we have 111, trust. 1 in numerology symbolized the first letter in the alphabet, A, alpha, aggressive. This is the father. 1, trust in the father. 222, which is aligned. 2 in numerology is the mother. It is the harmony and balance, because that is 2. What is 1 to 2? That's polarity. So now we have balance. We have the scale, harmony. So 2 aligned compares to mother, the balance. So you're aligned. 333, that is love. What is 3 in numerology? 3 in numerology is the child. So in numerology, we have father, mother, child. Child was C, the third letter, the creative, the receiving energy, the communication. And with 333, we have love. What do father and mother do to create a child? What's the theme? Love. The energy of children, love. Now we'll go into 444, protect. 4 in numerology was work. It's the structure and discipline. It is the number of law and order. So 4, protect, put that with work. Now we have 555, change. 5, the number 5 in numerology, is all about excitement. It's the 5th letter in the alphabet, E. It's excitement. It's something new. It's being creative. It's traveling. It's intimacy. It's anything to do with something exciting. So with 555, we have change. With the number of excitement, change. What we're doing when we're traveling, when we're, doing this and doing that. Something new. It's change. Now we have 666, focus. 6 in numerology. It's all about the family, the friends. 6th letter in the alphabet, F, fertility. Now we think, okay, what is focus? How does that compare to family? You focus, put that focus on the relationships, on the family, on the friends. 777 is luck. 7 in numerology is the genius. It's the loner. It's the mind. It's all of the wisdom. So when we compare luck, 777, what is luck? You can say it's by chance, but what luck really is abundance. When you go to the casino and you get lucky and you win a lot of money, luck, 777, symbolizes that you have abundance coming in. What happens when you obtain wisdom? We talk about how we're here on earth. It's lessons. What are we doing to fill up our DNA code? It's lessons and experiences. So with luck, you have the abundance. With wisdom, you gain abundance, right? 888, manifest. 8 in numerology. It is the 8. It is the number of karma. It is the number of business. 888 means manifest. Take that with karma. What do I talk about when we talk about the past, present, and future? In order to change your future, you have to live in the present. Your karma is in the past. In order to fix your karma, you must manifest. You must do things to change your future. You can't keep focusing on the past. If you don't learn the lesson in karma, you're not manifesting any new energy. So that's how those two connect. Lastly, not least, we have 999, which is release. 9 in numerology is the end, is completion. It is all of the numbers combined. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 36, which 3 plus 6 is 9. It is all of the energy combined together. When we talk about now 999, a release, what do we say when we manifest? We have to also release, connected to everything, but attached to nothing. You have to release the attachment in order for the manifestation, for the energy to generate. So, now we see these numbers. We have this chart right here. So, we have all these numbers. We have now trust the father, aligned with the mother, love the child, protect with work, change with new, focus on family, luck to wisdom, manifest the karma, and release for completion. Now, let's make it even crazier and bring in the 9 dimensions. Talk about the 9 dimensions because those are the dimensions of creation. I have a previous episode on dimensions. Catch up on that so you know what I'm talking about here. But the 9 dimensions, now let's add that on. The first dimension is unity. The second dimension is polarity, because in order to know what unity is, we need to separate. The third dimension is 3 points of view. Talk about past, present, future, height, width, length. The fourth dimension is timelessness, no time, no space. The fifth dimension is shape, which is expansion. You must shine from the third to understand every possibility in the fourth to be in the fifth. The sixth dimension is the creator itself. It takes feelings to manifest. Now remember this, in the sixth dimension, it's also the distorter. We'll get into that. The seventh dimension is enlightenment. It's, I know I can do something with this. Now, we have the sixth and the seventh dimension. In the seventh dimension, that is where Satan, Samael, became the light bearer. That is because you must follow the path to darkness in order to create. So Samael went from the seventh dimension back to the sixth in order to create again. That's now where we add in the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, the positive and the negative energy required to generate, to manifest. Then we have the eighth dimension, which is the dream state. All possibilities, anything can exist here. And then the ninth dimension, which is full awareness. I know who I am. Let's combine in our chart the 9 dimensions with the 9 angel numbers and the 9 numbers in numerology. We have trust, father, and unity, aligned, mother, and polarity, which is that harmony, love, child, and 3D, physical. So when I saw that, I was so happy because the purpose, and I said this in our last episode, the purpose to life, to this physical world, is operating on that vibration of love. We have the good and the bad, which is the love versus the fear. And everything that we operate on as human beings, everything that we drive on, even with animals and places and things and each other and ourselves, it's all love. So, in the physical world, the number matches to the description of love. Then we have 4, protect, work, and time. Now look at that. How time compares to the work we do and to the protection of what we do. Why do we work? To have a living, right? How does this compare to the time that we have on this earth? Now at the fifth, you have change, new, and shape. Fifth dimension is now shaping things, the generating of changing in the new. It's now generating something into something new, shaping something. Then we have focus, family, and the creator itself. How does that connect? We have, we're in this dimension of being the creator itself, We're focusing that we're including family. What creates us? Family, a mother and a father having a kid, the creator, right? It's creation, the creator itself. 7 is the dimension of enlightenment. Now connect that to luck, wisdom, enlightenment. So we have this abundance, this theme of abundance to achieve enlightenment, this luck, this knowing good things are going to come, using wisdom, the enlightenment. Then we have 8, the dream state. Dream state is all possibilities can happen. And then we attach now manifest and karma. You got to learn those lessons and experiences in order to manifest. The dream state is all possibilities can happen. What are you going to do with that karma to manifest, to create these possibilities? And then 9, full awareness, which is in connection to the angel numbers of release and completion. Having the full awareness, awakening up from the dream state, realizing you're playing a video game. So then I was like, wow, look at these numbers. Look at these numbers and these themes. Get a little biblical now. In the book of Revelation, we have the numbers 666 mentioned and 777 mentioned. And I talked about this, how these two numbers serve importance, the 6 and the 7, in the dimensions. Because I said how the 6 is following the path back to the darkness, right? Samael, he went to 6 in order to go back to 7. He was the light bearer because he took that light and went to dark to go back to light. In order for you to know what enlightenment is, you need to understand how to be the creator. You need to create the light. You need to know how to create the light by knowing what the darkness is. It's the requirement of the negative energy to achieve the positive. It is the lesson to know something bad happened in my life and now I'm going to have something good out of it. What is the lesson you're going to learn? What happened in your life to put you in the position now to create? So in the book of Revelation, 666 is the theme of the devil, right? I said it, Samael. What did he do? He was the distorter of light. And the theme of 777 in the book of Revelation is perfection, is wisdom. So with the dimensions, that is the enlightenment, right? That is, I know what I can do with this. In the Bible, it serves, the 7 days of creation, 7 days of the week. We have the 7 chakras. It is a very symbolic number for achieving that abundance. So now we see our list. I have it right here to the side of me. We have trust, father, unity, aligned mother, polarity, the love, child in the 3rd, protect, work in time, change, new, and shape, focus, family, the creator, luck, wisdom, enlightenment, manifest, karma, dream, release, completion, and awareness. So when we talk about the numbers being cosmic code, being a universal language, I hope these comparisons with numerology, the angel numbers, and the 9 dimensions show a connection, show that there's no such thing as coincidence, show that we're talking about 3 different concepts, 3 different studies, and then we bring in the Bible on how it resembles with the numbers. We have 9, release, awareness, and in the Bible, 9 is a very significant number. 666 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 months in the womb. Every shape, 360-degree circle. 3 plus 6 is 9. Triangle, 118-degree angles. 1 plus 8 is 9. A square, 4 times 90 degrees. 4 times 9 is 36. 3 plus 6 is 9. In the Bible, mention the 153 fish. 1 plus 5 plus 3 is 9. How many people go to heaven in the Bible? 144,000. 1 plus 4 plus 4 is 9. 9 is symbolized everywhere in the Bible. 9 is the completion. 9 symbolizes I am. Jesus Christ was saying, I am. So we look at these 9 numbers. We have 9 numbers. How much symbolism we have within these groups, within these categories. You just can't tell me this stuff is a coincidence. You can't tell me these things aligning with one another, what they mean, comparing them to one another is just a random occurrence. This is cosmic code. This is the stuff we should pay attention to. Angel numbers. They're angel numbers because they're angels, but really the universe communicating to us. The numerology, knowing your life path and knowing your personality numbers. It's a way of getting to know yourself. The 9 dimensions, it's a way to achieve awareness in the state of being that you're at and what dimension your consciousness is flourishing in. It's pretty cool stuff. I was really excited with this. We've talked about this previously, the 369 sequence, how cool 369 is. When you look at the 369 sequence, it is always 369 throughout the numbers. You have 369. What's after 9? 12, 15, 18. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 5 is 6. 1 plus 8 is 9. So, and you can do that literally throughout all of counting. So 18, 21, 24, 27. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 4 is 6. 2 plus 7 is 9. 369, 369, 369. Do one more. 30, 33, and 36. 3 plus 0 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 6 is 9. 369, 369, 369, 369. Now let's compare it to our little chart we have. Love, focus, release, which is cute. What is our purpose in life? We love, we got to focus, and then we also got to release. Then we have child, family, completion. I always said in the numerology episode how cute that is. That means that the child, the family, the completion is what completes us, is the creation, right, of human beings with the dimensions, the physical, the creator, and the awareness. So we are the physical body acting as the creator to obtain awareness. That is cool stuff. Life is a big old puzzle piece. And the more you obtain the wisdom, the enlightenment, the more pieces you get to put in your puzzle. If you're feeling lost in life, this is the information that can help you, that can build you, that can help you understand what this frequency of love in the physical world means, what these numbers, what these cosmic codes mean to help us. They are tools in order for us to be the creators, for us to realize that we are God itself. We are the creator. Jesus Christ didn't say he was going to return. He said Christ consciousness is going to return. What is Christ consciousness? It is realizing who we are within. So yeah, we're going to end it off there this week. Next week, I'm going to go into astrology and how we're going to combine astrology with the numbers, the planets with the numbers, the solar system with these numbers, more of a cosmic sense with these numbers. Super excited. Please like, rate, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on all platforms. I changed it. It is now Freeing Tony, Freeing Tony. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the week.